Welcome back to the Mighty Pen Podcast.
Scrablins.
This is, I don't know, take 3 or 4 of JoeSolo 6. Because shit keeps happening. And I realize I just recorded, I deleted the last one, which had Winter the Cat, like, making real cranky noises at me. It sounded awesome in the mic. Fuck. I would like to keep that. Oh well, I'm sure she'll be bitchy again in the future. As you can hear, I am still sick. And I am coming down from getting sick at that last thing we were at. The comic and toy show in Colorado Springs. Lily and I went down for the weekend. It was awesome. We had a great first day. Shout out to Mitchell with a Y, another comic creator. Really cool guy. Post your stuff in the links, bud. And then post your links in the comments. Excuse me. I'm delirious. Really cool guy. Novelist and comic creator. And I don't have your card in front of me. And then homie Mikey. Mikey was cool. I don't have your comic in front of me either, but it had a really funny style. I liked it. And I liked the color choices in it. So, and I read, a few lines of dialogue and I was laughing, so it's cool. So yeah, shout out to him. I like your energy, bud. I like that you're excited about working and, you're interested in doing all sorts of new stuff. I think that's a great place to be. So, yeah, man. Just a good attitude. Like guys like that tend to just get shit done. So we'll see. Keep an eye on Mikey. Post your social media links in the comments if you're listening, dude. Anyway, we had fun. Everybody's really nice to us. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we launched on SpinWiz Comics the same day. SpinWizComics.com, where you can read free comics, including my newest comic, Fibber number 1. And it's not what you think it's going to be. I'll tell you that. Fibber will surprise you, I think. Just drinking coffee, being sick. So, anyway, guys, go over to SpinWizComics.com. Go read Fibber. Let me know what you think. And if you really like it, buy it. That's how we can make money. So, it's kind of like a try before you buy thing for the reader. Also, don't forget to sign up for an account there. Free. God, this voice. This is tough. I think I'm keeping this take, though. Feels right. So, anyway, yeah, shout out to SpinWizComics.com. And then our other sponsor, the Flourish Art Gallery in Denver. I'm doing a reading there. Lily knows when, coming up. So I'm excited, and shout out to them if you're in the Denver area and you're a fan of all sorts of different mediums of art. Check out the Flourish Art Gallery, and I think they do like First Friday hangs or something. But you can find them at Flourish Galleria on Instagram. Yeah. And you can shoot the owner a message. There you go. I can't believe I got through that. I don't know. What else is new, guys? Craziness. Fibber number 2 is wrapping up. I'm so excited. Hopefully on the YouTube channel I'll get some time-lapse of Rob working on pages. I'd like to get, from storyboard to ink to color to letter to done to After Effects, whatever. But that doesn't really come up with our production style. I asked Rob in the beginning if he would complete an entire storyboard for me, and then complete all those inks, then do all your color, then do all your lettering, and After Effects, whichever order that's best for you. And that's that. So that's why you see like me coming out with unlettered stuff, uncolored stuff. He's putting out a lot of videos of that. So there's a lot of steps to the process. And unfortunately, he doesn't have just like one page where he can... Maybe we can just pick one page where he just starts to finishes it in one sitting. And we can put that on YouTube. I think you guys would love that. It's fun. It's fun to watch a comic page get drawn. We all like that. Okay. Coming back to life. Winter the Cat is behind me taking a bath. And she bit me earlier. You bit me. She knows what she done. Anyway, it was good. It was a good trip. We had a lot of fun. Where I'm at now is I'm thinking about my next book. I'm thinking about the book I'm currently writing. And I'm making some choices on that are changing things. And I'm going back and I'm ironing out the comedy. I want this one to be a little bit more... I want it to be like slightly more mature humor than Unkillable Joe. It's still going to be goofy as fuck. But I want it to be like a little more dialogue driven. A little more... I don't know. I think that's one thing Unkillable Joe did really well. It captured the characters pretty well. Because people say they got a clear image of each one. And it's like they know them. And I love that. And I think in this next one, it's even more so. I think I figured out a way to zoom in even further on a character. And have an ensemble cast that kind of strengthens the other characters. You know, each character strengthens the other ones. And that's interesting. They all interlock in some way. It's a good story, right? Guys, I'm dying. Bear with me. This is my first time trying the podcast from an actual desk. I'm using Lily's setup, which means I don't have my After Effects, which means we're not going to have a Spitfish de-esser, which now sounds terrible without it. The de-esser, look into it. You know, just wanted to touch base. We also needed... Oh, creator shoutouts are on my laptop. Shit. Okay. Creator shoutouts, plug them in. Let's plug one in right here. Boop.
Hi, I'm Ari. I live stream on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/ArisaTakumi. You are listening to the Mighty Pen Podcast.
Okay. And because I'm sick, let's do another one. Right here.
Smurf here from 5280 Geeks Weekend Geek Updates, and you're listening to the mightiest pen of them all, Joe Vallen.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of like shitty white noise in this room. Lily says we gotta soundproof this area. And where do I usually do? Oh, by the couch. It's a little more insulated. So, slightly better sound. But either way, my voice is shot. So yeah, man, I'm trying to mature in my writing. I want this next book to be better written. It's still going to be a crazy psycho, I can't believe it story. You're hearing me thwack the cord. Yeah, it's still going to be like a nutty story. It's still going to be fucking crazy. Don't get me wrong. It's beyond insane. It's the dumbest thing I could ever imagine. And it's going to be written and it's going to be bought and it's going to be read. And that in itself is just so prophetic about this book. It's so stupid. Even the title, I'm not going to even repeat the title right now. Even the title is like, it's going to tap into all sorts of stuff. Search results, everything. It's going to be crazy. I'm writing a book from the ground up to market and entertain. Possibly in that order. It's got to be marketable. It's got to be fucking fun. And this book in particular, I honest to God, not that I am religious in any way, but I honest to myself, really, 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 really believe that this would be, it's like a Coen brother caliber comedy. If it was film, I would be laughing from start to finish. It's so dumb. It's so funny. It's so like snarky and it's self-aware but unapologetic. Like it's not like Gummo or anything crazy. I was just watching something on that. Remember the film Gummo? Fucking good God, man. I think that's when I became a cat protector. I was like, that's it. I protect all cats even when they bite me. Anyway, so yeah, guy's name that wrote it, his name is Harmony something. Anyway, yeah, man. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to become a better writer. I'm trying to get good. Real good. And I don't know. I just reread chapter 1. I'm laughing real hard, but there's a lot of room for improvement. So, I'm going to take my time on this one. I want it to be like Slick Rick. I hit a wall somewhere in the middle, and I think it's because like it's been a long time since I saw the beginning. I'm taking a long time to write this one. So I think I need to go back over the beginning and just create a whole nother lap where I just iron out all the bullshit, heading back up to chapter like 16. You guys know that I do 30 chapter books by now. And if you don't, now you do by now. See? So, yeah, I do 30 chapters. Only this one's not going to have a forward. I know that was like a selling point for a lot of people. A lot of people said it was like very honest forward. They were into it, whatever. But I don't know. It was a little exposed for me. And then not only that, like, I don't know. I mean, not every story needs a fucking forward either. I do have a quote in the beginning. And it is this. Oh, well, fuck it. I'm not going to read it. I don't want anybody to steal it. It's a great quote. So yeah, never mind. You're in the dock like a mushroom for now. Keep you guys on a need-to-know basis. I got plenty of new shit out anyway. Go check all that out. But yeah, this new book's got me consumed, and then the one after that is just like taunting me. And it's not connected to the series. I'm taking a departure from the Joe trilogy. I'm going to write TSDL next. And that is a pure sci-fi horror thriller. And my God, does it get dark. And there ain't much fucking funny about that one. It is a straight up fucking throat chop. TSDL, it is a throat chop. And it's just like, man, it's a sci-fi throat chop. It's a cyborg chop. So I am so into that one. That's why, like, I'm not even in a rush to get to that one. I want to get my skills up. I just want to get like super, like super slick Rick, just slicing through a forest of ribbons, with my pros. And I don't know. I want to get good with it. So, because you're gonna need a mastery of the craft to tell that fucking story properly. And I don't want to blow it. It's like if my big finale was to bench 400 pounds, I wouldn't try it now. Certainly not with the witnesses. What was that? Is that the computer making all that noise? That was all the white noise, guys. So I will try to use whatever Lily's preset noise remover effect is. But who knows? I'm in the fucking weeds over here. I feel terrible that I made you guys listen to this rant. So let's put another creator shout out right here. Boop.
Hey everyone, this is Phoenix Williams, author of Queens of Beast and a million other series, and you are listening to the Mighty Pen Podcast.
Okay. I think that's like 3. That's a pretty good one. We gave shout outs to the people that we met. Shout out to Winter the Cat. Shout out to the Flourish Art Gallery. Find them at Flourish Galleria on Instagram. It's a gallery located in the Denver area. Real fun to check out. I think they do like first Fridays. That's all I know. But I'm pretty proud I got through all that. Shout out to spinwizcomics.com, where you can read my newest comic and first to print, believe it or not, Fibber #1. You can read it for free, and if you like it, you can buy it. That's how we get paid. That's how I buy Lily all the nice chucks. So, buy a book. The other thing, too, is, speaking of sickness, Jesus, guys. I forget. I don't really know what time this is going to be up. Maybe next week. But shit's going around, man. It's scary out there. I can't mention it because YouTube gets upset, I guess. But that's all right. I'm just saying, like, I hope you guys have, good place to hang out. And, you got a bunch of food in the house and some water. You know what I mean? Like now, while things are calm, like, I don't know. Can't be a bad idea to just have shit laying around, right? So, Lily and I splurged today. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Grub, MREs, a whole bunch of stuff. Tarp, poncho, just new stuff. We're always picking up shit. Every time. But I like that. I like having the house all together, and, in case you need it. It's good to be home and know that everybody's fed and you don't have to leave or sit back and ride this one out. We can work from home. Do Slobcasts and we'll do Twitchers, we'll do YouTubers. As long as those are working, we can work. So, and then if they're not working, I can go write in peace probably. So either way, I'm working, no matter what goes down, guys, I'm working. So, in this version, I don't know if I shouted out Michael Watson of Dear Creative, the show Dear Creative on Facebook. His name's spelled like how it sounds. I think, yeah. He's like a new friend. He's cool. He's got a hustle. He's got a cool show. I like his show a lot. He interacts with everybody really well. A lot better than I do, I will tell you that. And then shout out to Smurf of the 5280 Geek podcast, who I want to narrate my audiobook, Unkillable Joe. And I know a lot of you guys wanted me to do it, but I mean, I want an escape from that story too. Like, I would like it if somebody else read it to me. It'd be nice, to have that recorded professionally. And plus, he's got a good voice, and it may open up a whole side racket for him. Who knows how much these audiobooks normally pay. I know we're looking up rates, and we're trying to talk to him. If not, I'll end up doing it, but I don't know. Just a thought. I don't want to do everything, I don't want to do the art in the comics, so I definitely don't want to do like, I got to do the damn podcast, and then I got to do Twitchers, and I got to be on YouTubers. It's a lot of shit. So I don't know if I want to like read my book too. And I got to read my book in public. You like that? It's going to be fun. Actually, I'm looking forward to that. They're all nice people. It was good practice for me. I've never done it before, so who knows? I've done signings. I've never done like readings. So that, and somebody brought up speaking on a panel about being an indie idiot that I am. There's something to do about indie comics, indie whatever, my books too. And that's at the end of the summer, and I don't know much about that, and I've never done that before, but how hard could it be? I'm just going to, if somebody asks me a question, I'm just going to explain how I did things coming up, and how I'm still coming up, and how this operation is barely off the floor, and how it takes many years to take root in most cases. And if you're working for a lot of royalties, it takes a lot of years to get a lot of shit out there that's collecting royalties. Hopefully they're all being healthy. Your little seedlings, being watered by sales. Hopefully if you're lucky. So anyway, I think this is a better JoeSolo. I kind of perked up at the end. My voice sounds a little bit better now. I'm sitting upright. I think that helps. Lily's right. I think doing it here at the desk is nicer. I got a nice big screen in front of me. If I can just get that Spitfish de-esser for her on this, maybe I can just record direct here. And thinking out loud. As far as my story, I have to start back over. And so I just like iron everything out, get back to up to 16, and then just knock out like 16 to like 20. Maybe do another whole pass from the beginning again. Really make sure the tones are ironed out. And then go from like 20 to 25. Take a break at like 26, 27. Yeah, take a break at like 27. Just power through. And then maybe even doing a whole nother pass again. Or at least a half a pass. Go back half to the midway point. Back over what you just did. And then you do chapters 28, 29, and finally 30. And you do 30, and I think, I don't know, it's a good way to write a book. You're really, really familiar with the story by the time you get to 30. You didn't rush it. I have a tendency to get to the end of things and forget parts and leave plot holes and all this business. So this is a good way to iron all that out. It's man, it's a lot of fucking work. For whatever reason, the second book seems worse. Maybe because my schedule is hectic now. And probably because of the podcast. And stupid Twitch and stupid YouTubes. And like the little shows we're going to now. It was funny. We shot this like whole vlog. And I made Lily put it together. And it's good. It's fun. It's good for us. But I think it would just be boring to an audience. I don't think you guys want to see it. And I'm like, well, we're not using it, but good job. And same thing with the podcast. We did a whole podcast there. And you can just hear so much ambient background noise. It's just really hard to focus on what any two people are saying. So, although we were saying some pretty funny shit, it was cool. Like, I don't know, we were screwing with people on air. It was funny. I had a good time. Everybody was nice to us. Shout out to my boy AC for showing up to everything I do. Fucking awesome. What a great guy. So, and shout out to artist Robert Powers. You can check out his, other work that he's done before working on Fibber. Penguino's Revenge. It's a story about a samurai penguin on a mission to free his family from captivity, but it goes a lot further than that. Other realms even, I'll say. And really good comic, but he's got 10 issues up for free. That's fucking nuts, guys. You should go read Penguino's Revenge. It's what would you say it is? I'd give it an R rating. So it's actiony, you got to get in there. So, and the dialogue's, rough. That's good, man. It's a fun comic. I like it. So you can go there and read it, and if you enjoy it, go ahead and purchase it. And you can read Fibber number 1, and likewise, if you enjoy that, purchase that. And then Roberto and I, La Flama Blanca and I, get paid. And then I get to buy Lily a new pair of Converse All-Stars. So, anyway, yeah, there's that. We already did our sponsors. We already did everybody. I'm going to get the Mighty Campfire going soon. And that's another reason we're collecting gear and stuff. Is just to be in the state of readiness, and I want to be out in the woods quite a bit. I'm shopping for a good solar charger now. It's like one of the last pieces a kid I really need. And then I need slightly better water filtration. I got personal stuff, but you got to be able to like sanitize a whole bunch of water if you're hanging out with other people. So I got to beef that aspect up. And what the Mighty Campfire is it's really just an overnighter with me in the woods somewhere. Lily's filming it, and we talk about your work, away from the trappings of the city, Just go out there where it's calm and discuss your work where you're untethered, you know. Excuse me. There's no expectations on you. How much you want to bet we get great interviews out of people out there? So, God, this voice is going again. Anyway, yeah, Mighty Campfire, that's going to be soon. I'm excited about that. Twitch.tv // That reminds me of, remember Sin City, the movie? When Benicio del Toro, after he was dead, and he was talking, and his head would tilt back, and he'd go, until he could talk again. That's what I sound like right now. My voice keeps going out. But, what was I saying? I don't know. That's about, Twitch TV / the Mighty Pen Podcast. Go there. Follow that. That's hopefully a thing for us. We're going to promote and grow that too. So that, patreon.com / JoeVallenWriter. You could subscribe to my mailing list at JoeVallenWriter. You could subscribe to the mailing list at themightypenpodcast.com. You can find that on Instagram. You can find Joe Vallen on Instagram, Twitter. These links are driving me nuts, guys. You know, but like I have to like say them all because only some of you use some of them, and it's nuts. So find us everywhere. Winnie the Cat can only be found at on our Twitch show. Lily is on the podcast a lot too. She's co-hosting a lot, and she did these last couple, but they got really weird. It was super funny. I just screwed with her the whole time. We had this like little filler show, and I was sick, and it was like I don't know, it was supposed to be like 40 minutes long, and it was just Lily and I talking. We did it as soon as we got back. It was like the other day, and I just screwed with her the whole time. And although like we can't really use it because it's just like gibberish, it's like no useful information. It's one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna save it for me because I like messing with her. It's fun to hear how Lily reacts to getting screwed with. Like, anywho, if you guys have anything to promote, as usual, leave it in the links below. Very important. If you don't do that, I don't understand why. Why wouldn't you want more people seeing your stuff? You're too cool. You got too much money, too many sales, right? You don't need my little peon following helping your bottom line. Okay, fine. But still, like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that point. Like, for me, an extra sale is an extra sale. I'm always going to be happy. I don't care if there was 1 million or 50. You know what I mean? I'm always happy for one more. And it's not like a greed factor. It's like hey, it's working. They really like it. Fucking cool. I wrote something cool. Right? It's validating if you sell a lot. So, especially if you're like on your own like we are. You know, we don't have big companies pushing us, although I don't know. I don't know how I feel about all that. I like working with just Lily. I think the more books I get out, we can just keep building up more and more and collecting more on the royalties. And I don't think we're really going to need to work with other companies in that way. I hope that's the goal anyway, because you don't need as many sales if you're not splitting it with any big company. It's just like, I just give it to Lily. Say, okay, there you go. We pay bills out of one card now. You know what I mean? So it's not a big deal to me. But yeah, if bills are paid and I'm happier at home, then why would I sign with somebody for more money and to be stressed out? Like, what if it's a production deal and there's like deadlines on me and I'm not like gelling with their artist, you know, or something? I don't know. I just foresee issues if I try to branch out in that way. I think I can network with everyone. And I think that's always going to be important. It is always like cross-promoting and approaching sponsors for the podcast and you know, whatever. And then also covering events. That's come up in recent discussions where I can go to events and I can just cover them. Just talk about what I saw, what I like, what I don't like, you know, maybe with an open platform. If somebody could ever hire me for an open platform, like the bad with the good type of article, I would crush that. But if you got to tell me it's got to be all roses, then it's like, man, I'll quickly lose interest. I like it when I can be real about everything in my writing. And I think if anybody's going to take me seriously, then I need to. And I need to really flex the jiu-jitsu a little bit too. It's going to be clever writing. Not just an article about some event, but how a crazy man witnessed the event. And depending on how crazy it is, I mean, that the man anyway, that could be very interesting. I would read that. So if your articles are very interesting, people are like, oh, cool, this guy is featured this month, you know, he's a cool writer. I don't know if this happens anymore. I like to think it does. I don't know anybody reads, let alone pays attention to the people that wrote the shit in the magazines. Like, oh, that's so-and-so at the end. Written by who? Oh, he's great. I think they just read the article and then the dentist says, you're next. That's it. But it's still cool to have your name out there, and it's still a portfolio builder, right? So I think I would do that. The only problem with it is I'd have to go out and socialize. I'm not always there mentally. Like even now, I'm glad this is like, it's just a rant, alone in a room, no big deal. You know, I don't have to shake hands or... I was going to do a Twitch show, and I did this instead. Because I just feel like bleh right now. So, anyway. But, yeah, I don't know why anybody would skip free promotion. Like, that's just bonkers for me. So, anyway. Don't skip free promotion. Do not have too much money or too many sales. Always go for one or two more. It'll give you some breathing room in life. And leave your links in the comments below, social media, websites, your Kickstarters, whatever you got going. Put it in the links. And we will, you know, hopefully that gets more eyes on your stuff. You know, a gal the other day asked me, she's a colorist and she's looking for work. Post your stuff. Who knows? Who knows who sees that? So more every couple weeks. That's the other thing too. We're growing. So anyway, I'm fidgety. I'm sick, cranky. Coming up on 30 minutes. I think with the shout outs, it will be 30 minutes in the music. So you guys have been great. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for commenting in the links below. You know, go follow the Twitch. Do all this stuff. We have a Kickstarter out right now for Fibber 1. That's already launched. So throw some shekels and some rupees on that one. That's for the graphic novel of Fibber. The 3 issues are already funded. And we already have 1 in our hands. So it's a pretty safe Kickstarter. We'll have 2 in our hands by the time this airs. So kaboom. So it's not even really that much of a risk. Like, hey, we made 2 issues of this thing. Do this Kickstarter for a whole month. Like, back it. And in that month, we'll make 3. So 1, 2, and 3 are done. Give or take by the time the Kickstarter's done. I mean, if Rob needs a couple of weeks, we're going to take some time. Pretty much right after the Kickstarter, 1, 2, and 3 are done. And if your reward tiers were 1 and 2 and all the patches and all the stickers and stuff, and postcards or whatever else we're going to make, we'll just ship that out right away. So it's like, blam, you'll get everything we already currently have. And then it's like, oh, here comes issue 2, blam. Variant, no problem, blam. You see? So we're going to have some cool tier options. And we're going to have them really like very soon after the Kickstarter's over. Like the Kickstarter's to fund the graphic novel. So that's going to be mission accomplished. And I don't care how many we make. I just want to own it. And I didn't want to pay for it out of my pocket. We got a lot of stuff going on. So money's tight. So we got to stretch it. And that's what these Kickstarters are about. And really, it's just going to pay for the graphic novel, which is awesome. I cannot wait to get the Fibbers issues 1 through 3 and a bunch of other content in the back. So it's going to be like, I don't know, almost 100 pages. It's a good size. So I'm excited about that. I'm thinking glossy softcover. So we'll see. I know Rob wants a hardcover edition. We'll see what finances dictate. So, but yes, I would like it all. I would like every piece of merch, everything. I think it's all great. You know, just certain things I can make and certain things I can't, depending on the monies. Because Fibber is my first comic on Vallen Comics, my dumb little label. So I'm going to grow that up too. Anyway, links in the comments below. Be nice to each other. Follow each other. If you want to appear on the show, tell Lily. Hit her up. If you want to sponsor the show, we will shout you out all the time, and we will share all your stuff on social media. Sponsorship of the show isn't just on the show, it's everywhere. We will hook you up everywhere. So approach Lily about sponsorship. It's not too costly. And then we have affiliate programs too, she tells me. That's even less. So blah, blah, blah. Reach out if you got something going on. If you got a hustle. If you guys need custom beats made, I want you to hit up my boy Bea. You can go through me if you like. But he's ready to launch his business. And man, if you've ever seen him work, like his beats are awesome. And he's going to make a beat for the Mighty Pen. And we're going to put that up live too. Like that's going to be a whole, or we'll put that video up anyway. That'll be a whole thing. Yeah, man. That's pretty cool. I think that's it. So we will see you guys next time. And thank you for listening to the Mighty Pen Podcast.